Hello, everybody. I'm Rob, and welcome back to the Average at Best YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about something that is honestly pretty crazy and very interesting that's going on at the USBC Masters. So, Jason Belmonte posted this yesterday. This is on Facebook. He said, "Something unsettling happened to me after my practice session. USBC asked me to bring my bowling balls to be tested, and they didn't inform him what kind of testing it was. He said, I brought my balls to the testing site and thought it was weird that it was behind black curtains. I asked if I could watch my equipment go through the testing process, and they declined to allow me to watch. So I declined to give my equipment for them to test. I just didn't feel comfortable not being able to be present through the testing process. I have no issue with them testing in all of my bowling balls, so long as there's transparency. Why do it behind a black curtain? Why can't I watch my own equipment? And what are they testing for? Does this seem weird to you too?" And then here's a picture of the black curtains that he posted. Now, I agree. This is definitely very odd. The USBC, I don't know why they would not be openly transparent into how these bowling balls are being tested, what they're being tested for. But obviously, quite a few bowlers did agree to have their equipment tested, like Brad and Kyle. They agreed to have their equipment tested. And suddenly, I don't know if this was as a result of the equipment being tested, but suddenly, USBC and Storm Products announce agreement of national tournament exclusion and a ball exchange program. So basically, the USBC has said that a percentage of certain bowling balls measured below USBC requirements. So what they're measuring is the hardness level. They have a minimum 73D hardness specification. I'm not going to go into exact numbers. Basically, bowling balls have a certain hardness and softness, which affects how they react on the lanes. And there is a minimum number, and apparently 6 Storm bowling balls, or companies that are under the Storm ownership, did not test within the required hardness levels. So these affected models include the Storm Phase 4, the Storm Electrify Solid, the Storm Trend 2, the 900 Global Altered Reality, the 900 Global Wolverine, and the Rotogrip UFO Alert. This is pretty big news, because I know the Phase 4, the Trend 2, the Altered Reality, the Wolverine, and the UFO Alert were all widely used bowling balls by the professionals. Especially the Altered Reality, ever since the Tournament of Champions, has been used so incredibly much. The Trend 2 has probably been the most popular Belmonte ball out of them all. And the Phase 4, well, it's a phase bowling ball. It's the Phase is one of the best lineups that they've ever released. And then obviously the UFO Alert, again, one of those great pieces you can move way left, and that's what all the pros use this one for. So this is just truly incredible, and nobody would have expected this to happen, especially because the USBC is banning these bowling balls literally in the middle of the Masters going on. I mean, we had day 1 of the Masters, and they banned this literally starting day 2. It starts today. Today is day 2 of the USBC Masters. That ban goes into effect. So people who may have used one of these bowling balls yesterday and were in the top for qualifying, now they can't throw that ball anymore. And it's just it's absolutely like mind-boggling that this would occur during a major tournament like this. And the fact that we just had the Spectre banned less than a month ago, I believe, is insane as well. I mean, this really makes it hard as a consumer to trust that Storm is producing bowling balls that you can trust meet specifications. I mean, this is a lot of their recent releases. I mean, ever since Storm took over 900 Global, the Altered Reality and the Wolverine are the 2 most popular bowling balls by 900 Global since Storm took over, at least to my knowledge. And the fact that both of those now are being being affected by this tournament ban is absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm at a loss for words, to be honest, just because this is so incredible. That means that's 7 balls that are under the Storm umbrella of companies that are now banned from tournament competition. And it says that they have not banned it altogether. They've solely banned it for the main tournaments like the USBC Masters, the US Open, the Open Championships. But this also does include things like Junior Gold, the Youth Open Championships, the Intercollegiate Championships. I mean, there are kids who, for their birthdays or for Christmas or something like that, got one of these bowling balls, like the Trend 2 or the Wolverine or something, and now they can't use it at Junior Gold, and they're going to have to get a replacement. And this is absolutely insane. I would have never expected this. And also, I was reading a couple of comments online. People that had just traded in their Spectre because the Spectre became illegal less than a month ago. Quite a few of them got another, shinier, cleaner ball like the Phase 4, the Trend 2, the Altered Reality, the Wolverine. I mean, quite a few people got one of those 4, and now that ball is not legal either for major tournament play. And I mean, like the Purple Hammers initially, they were banned specifically for tournament play, but now they're banned altogether by the USBC. So who knows if any of these bowling balls will actually become banned altogether, not just solely for tournament play. So this is really interesting. I mean, I'm not going to throw out any conspiracy theories, but the fact that it's solely Storm owned equipment makes me think that somebody might have been aware of this and probably was like a whistleblower and kind of told the USBC to check it. Either that or just Storm really is slacking in their quality control department or whatever they're doing to test these bowling balls, because man, how can you have that many of your bowling balls not meet the specifications? That's beyond it to me. So in my opinion, there has to be something going on. Either Storm really either Storm is really slacking on their quality control, or somebody knew that there was an issue with these bowling balls and told the USBC to check on them. But either way, this is just absolutely crazy. For this to happen during a major qualifying tournament is just insane. We've never seen anything like this happen in the history of the sport of bowling ever. And we can see the USBC, they're taking it seriously. They've banned the 16 and 17 models of the Purple Hammer. They banned the Spectre. Now they've tournament-specific banned these 6 bowling balls. If you're a bowling company out there, you got to be shaking in your boots a little bit. Like, we have to make sure these numbers are correct. So, from what I can tell, Jason Belmonte's still bowling in the Masters. He hasn't had any punishment for refusing to give his balls to be tested. Supposedly it was a voluntary testing. But man, it's absolutely incredible that something like this would happen during a tournament, and we'll have to see. Obviously, the USBC is going to be doing a further investigation into why so many of these bowling balls did not meet specifications. And hopefully, this is going to affect Storm in a really negative way, in my opinion. Because how, as a consumer, do I trust that what the product I'm buying from Storm it does what it's supposed to do, or it meets those specifications? Because this is all happening months after some of these bowling balls were released. So it is truly amazing that something like this is unfolding right in front of us. It's the first time we've ever had something like this happen just during a major like this. Really, ever in history, we've never had bowling balls get, this many by one company get banned, at least. I know there was a problem with a couple motive balls years ago, but Wow. So yeah, this was just a real quick little average at best update, bowling update, and we're gonna try to do videos like this where we kind of talk about breaking news. So if any other news comes out about this, of course I will be back. Josh, my partner here on Average at Best, um, he'll come on and do a video if necessary. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now with Storms, bowling balls, and also Belmo. He's the only player I've seen that's spoken up and talked about it this far. So we will see if any more information comes out. So all right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you. So peace out.